So what's happening, guys? Hope your day's going well. Today we're going to review Apollon Nutrition's Overtime. This is their nootropic. They're brand new, the version 4. I never tried 1, 2, or 3, so don't ask me what the difference is or if I feel a difference, because this is my first time running this genius formula. Whew. You talk about nootropic hit and energy all day long, 7 hours. 7 hours and plus. And when you come off of this thing, just so you know, you're just dialed down off of it real good, and you're left with the rest of the night with this kind of like awakenness in the brain. Like you're functionable, like super nice throughout the day and super nice at the end of this. I mean, it's like you're still kind of like stemmed up. It's almost like your brain had just gotten a bunch of nutrition, and it lasts like through the whole day pretty much. But the main hit is going to be 7 to 8 hours as far as energy and focus. Extreme. So, but how extreme is this? We're going to get into the review here. If you're new to the channel, my name is David. I review supplements. So whatever they send me, I'll review for you guys. This is my mission to muscle and your mission to muscle. So things that help us along our way to achieve our goals, I'm here to help. And hopefully I can deliver the information that you guys can use and take along after this video and decide if this is something you want to purchase or buy or whatever. Apollon Nutrition did send this to me. So shout out to Apollon Nutrition. Thank you very much. We're going to go over the ingredient profile. One thing I love about this ingredient profile, it doesn't have a lot of choline sources. So there's only one choline source in this thing, and one source that messes with acetylcholine. And what I find is some of these nootropics has taken them after a period of time, long term, or taking large doses of choline, it leaves me in kind of a haze and a fog, and there's no clarity. This formula also has ingredients that boost NGF, nerve growth factor, and BDNF, which is brain-derived nootropic factor, which are two functions in the body when they release these chemicals. I think they're proteins. They help rejuvenate the neurons, repair them, and create more. So very, very ingenious formula. So we're going to get right into this. Right on the top. First ingredient, L-tyrosine. 2 grams, 2,000 milligrams. So this is a noradrenaline, adrenaline, and dopamine spiker. And what that's going to do, so there's a few ingredients in this. So real quick, that spike noradrenaline and dopamine, and I just kind of want to just say that these ingredients do that, but I want you guys to know about them. So dopamine, of course, is our feel-good chemical that's released in the brain. So it's going to help with feeling good. It's also, in turn, it's going to help with cognitive function and focus, relaxation. It's going to help relieve and increase the body's stress response to resistance to stress during training and just events in life and things that are going on in life. And then noradrenaline, this is the interesting one. This works on the amygdala in the brain. And what the amygdala does is it provides enhancement, stimulatory effects to mood and cognitive function. So when we hit and target the amygdala, it's going to increase mood, elevate mood, and it's going to really dial in the focus and concentration, memory, recall, stuff like that, because the amygdala is responsible for the fight or flight response as far as, if we're running from a bear and death's coming at us, we got a giant wave that's going to crush down on the earth and we're going to gotta run from it. So that's the fight or flight response, and this noradrenaline targets that. So want to get that out of the way because like I said, we have a few ingredients in here that target noradrenaline and dopamine. We're just going to say that. So we got alpha GPC is the next ingredient, 800 milligrams. This is going to increase acetylcholine in the body, which is going to help with muscle contractions. It's going to help with cognitive function and focus for the brain as far as a cooling source. It's also been shown at that dosage to help with endurance and physical output in the gym. Then we have lion's mane. Lion's mane is going to increase nerve growth factor, which stimulates the repair and creation of neurons in the brain. This boosts neurotransmitters. It helps with mental alertness, memory, learning, recall, and a little bit of mood. Also has some benefits with inflammation and stuff like that. And that's at a whopping 750 milligrams. Nice dose. Then we have phenylethylamine. HCl at 750 milligrams. This is a PEA. So this is a short-lived PEA, but when it's stacked with other ingredients like Apollon, which is in this, it prolongs it. On its own, this is got a half-life of about 10 minutes. But what this is going to do, this is going to boost noradrenaline and dopamine, which increases the feeling, our wellness, feeling good, improving the mood, concentration, and focus. Then we have Apollon at 350 milligrams. At that dose there, you're going to get the boost, and I'll let you guys know how you feel on this thing. You get the boost of a euphoric feeling, a happy feeling, along with the noradrenaline boost and the dopamine boost for more feelings of well-being and cognitive function and focus. Then we got Rhodiola, one of my favorite ingredients, 300 milligrams. When I was doing CrossFit, putting together my own pre-workouts, I used Rhodiola in all of them. Every one I designed, I used about 200 to 400 milligrams of Rhodiola. This is a great endurance enhancer by mental and physical, by relieving and increasing the body's response to stress. So fantastic ingredient. It also helps with activating neurotransmitters and hormones responsible for emotions in the body. So it gives you like a sense of well-being as well, like a calmness and a feel-good type feeling. Then we have caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams. I'll let you guys know how much this total is in this because we have another caffeine source. Then we got Bacopa at 300 milligrams. What the hell is Bacopa? So Bacopa, we don't see it that often, but this reduces stress, cortisol levels in the body, and it also helps with the body controlling the depletion of dopamine and serotonin as we're going through stressful situations. So it's going to keep those elevated. So whatever spikes we get from these other ingredients, it's going to keep it up for a long term or throughout the day, and that's why this thing hits for so long. I mean, it's crazy as far as it, but it's smooth. So just have to tell you that. Then we got dicaffeine malate, and at 8 pills, it's 267 milligrams at 75%. So that's 200 milligrams. So total in this thing, we do have a total of 500 milligrams of caffeine. But that's a slow-acting caffeine. So that's what's going to keep you kind of slightly stimmed for 4 to 6 hours after taking it, but not like a big hit. So the anhydrous is going to hit within about 20 to 30 minutes usually. That's when we're going to get the 300 milligrams, and the rest of it, the other 200, is going to sit on top of that a little bit as it's kind of like metabolizing in your body for a long term for 4 to 6 hours to keep you kind of elevated and up. Then we got coffee berry at 100 milligrams. Coffee berry is going to help with BDNF, brain-derived nootropic factor. So like nerve growth factor, this is another chemical response in the brain that helps with the creation, the repair, and the health of the neurons in the brain. So it's like brain food for the day. So it's a very good ingredient. It's going to help with cognitive function when it does this, and focus, along with a little bit of mood. Then we have Cantonese at 50 milligrams. So Cantonese is a new ingredient that we're seeing out there, and those that have pre-workouts with L-theanine, switch it over to this. So this doesn't mess with the alpha brain waves like L-theanine. This does cause a calming effect by inhibiting 2 proteins in the brain that create stress. So this calms the body down by controlling those 2 proteins in the body, PED1, and something else. You guys don't care about that. But by controlling these 2 proteins, it allows for calmness of the brain and the body, and a relaxation, less anxiety, but not like down and out to where you're going to fall asleep. Just kind of like a calmness, a little tad bit of calmness. Then we got Noopept at 30 milligrams. Noopept is a fantastic 30 milligrams. So this is the in the zone focus ingredient. So Noopept actually helps with the flow state, which is basically the in the zone state. So this gets you in the zone. This gets you dialed in. This helps with learning, memory, focus, recall, all kinds of different things. And this has some amazing health benefits to it by also elevating nerve growth factor and BDNF in the brain, which is going to help with repair of neurons and cells in the brain to keep them firing, keep them healthy, and keep your brain functioning properly from age-related diseases. There's a few other things with NuPep. The other thing I like about NuPep is it elevates alpha brainwaves and beta brainwaves. So by doing that, it creates an upper level calm state, and then with the beta brainwaves being elevated, a creative state. So it helps you to be creative and productive during while this is all going on. Then we have vinpocetine. I think it's vinpocetine. I might be saying that wrong. This is 20 milligrams. I like this ingredient because it allows brain flow, or blood flow in the brain. So this is going to keep blood flowing in the brain. It's also going to help with, it protects neurons because it's like an antioxidant for the brain. And in turn, what this does, this improves alertness, memory, and mood at the same time. That's a good dose, actually, 20 milligrams. Then we finish it off with Alpha Yo at 1.5 milligrams. We all know what this is. This is a alpha 2 agonist, which in turn is going to help with energy and focus, because when you start blocking those alpha receptors in the fats and the beta receptors, the body's going to release an adrenaline response for a little bit of kick there. It helps with fat loss. When it does that as well, it also will spike up other adrenaline aspects in the central nervous system, which are all tied in to noradrenaline and the brain. So you're going to get some kind of a mood elevation with Alpha Yo as well. So enough said about that. I hope I didn't take too much time up. Damn, that's 11 minutes. We got to get through this. Apollon Overtime. So I've taken this at 4 pills. I've taken this at 8 pills. I took it at 4 pills on a day off, and it was a smooth, just really, I think anybody and everybody that likes nootropic formulas, at 4 pills, you have a total of 250 milligrams of caffeine, and you're being hit with 150 of caffeine, and then you've got that other 100 that's going to be for the rest of the day. Super long, smooth hit. 8 pills. So 8 pills, 6, 7, 8 pills is what you want to take if you want to take this for training. So I've taken this on training multiple times, stacked some pump formulas on it, because basically that's what some formulas like this are. They're just kind of, this is all the nootropics and energy you pretty much need. So it's not stim junkie energy, just so you know. This thing comes in. So I've sat there a few times. It starts to come in at about 20 minutes, but really you feel it about 30 minutes. When this thing kicks in about 30 minutes, your mood elevates. You feel good. I mean, there's nothing that's going to, you cannot get out of being in a good mood. This thing hits super nice. So every morning I take this, I'm just sitting there when I'm hearing the music. You find that music. This is a happy music type formula. So whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you move. For me, anything with a good beat just gets me moving. And it's just like, when this thing kicks in, I'm just constantly, I'll be looking at the phone or whatever, but I'm just like, got the music on. I'm just this rocking back and forth. So very, very good, elevated, happy feeling. That energy kick is I'd say a high level daily driver energy kick that you get from this. It's not stim junkie. So for those that look at this and they go, oh my God, 500 milligrams of caffeine, that energy you kicked with right there, 300 milligrams is that you're feeling. Maybe you might feel 325, 350. Of course, you want to start maybe 6 pills, 7 pills before you jump onto 8 pills. Test your own tolerance, but it's not crazy. It's on the borderline, which is really nice. The energy is this physical, and it's like right on the border of physical. So it's really easy to kind of like get a workout in, because you can just step into physical all of a sudden. And it's not like physical knocking out set after set after set, but it's physical enough to get you moving if you desire to do so. And then if you don't, it's like when I took the 4 pills, I didn't want that physical energy. I used the energy to be more productive through the day. And very, very nice. I love the way they set this thing up. Not crazy at all as far as the energy. And like I said in the beginning, this is going to last you 7, 8 hours. But the nice thing about this, when you're off of this thing with the cognitive function and the focus, you come off like your brain feels really good. No fatigue, no nothing. You feel just like your brain just got a surge of a bunch of health benefits to it. I mean, a really, really nice setup. The focus is totally on this thing throughout the whole run. is not nootropic bubble. It is just this feel good, happy, dialed in concentration, productive, creative, motivated focus that is high end, but not so high end that you can't operate as a human being. It's just super smooth. I love this thing. I honestly wish I can train on this more often and I didn't have to run a bunch of different other supplements, because it's very, very nice. And I will be using this in maybe 4-pill dosages on days off just to start my day, because it just starts really good. That feeling of that well-being that you're going to get to is going to last for a long time. It's extreme for about, I like to say extreme for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, but it dials down. So the energy, that immediate kick of energy, if you take the 8 pills, is going to last you for maybe an hour and a half on a high end. And after about an hour and a half, it dials down, along with the mood dials down a little bit, but you're still left with an actual good mood, and you're still left with energy. It just dials down real smooth, and then you just kind of like go switch, and you just go on with your day, and you just enjoy the ride as far as being cognitively enhanced and a little bit of stimmed with some nice energy throughout the day. So I hope that review helps. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments for sure. If you can, before you go, give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be back for more. Once again, Apollon's Overtime review. You guys have a good one. Have a fantastic day. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this ride, and I'll talk to you later.